If the Proverbs 31 woman lived today, she wouldn't look like what social media celebrates. She wouldn't be loud for attention. She wouldn't chase validation. And she wouldn't measure her worth by likes, beauty, or approval. If the Proverbs 31 woman lived today, she would be steady in a world that is constantly rushing. She would be grounded in truth while everything around her keeps changing. The Bible says a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Not a woman who is perfect, not a woman who has everything together, but a woman who puts God first, even when it costs her something. If the Proverbs 31 woman lived today, she would still struggle. She would still get tired. She would still have moments of doubt. But she would not let her emotions decide her obedience. She would pray before reacting. She would seek wisdom instead of attention. She would choose faithfulness over feelings. The Proverbs 31 woman is described as diligent. That doesn't mean she never rests. It means she is faithful with what God places in her hands. She doesn't waste her days scrolling through comparison. She uses her time with intention. If she lived today, she would work honestly, care deeply, and still make space for God in her daily life. She would not be lazy with her calling, but she also wouldn't glorify burnout. She would understand that rest is not weakness, and discipline is not cruelty. The Bible says she speaks with wisdom and kindness, not harshness, not silence out of fear, and not words meant to wound. If the Proverbs 31 woman lived today, she wouldn't use her words to tear others down, to gossip, or to compete with other women. She would understand that strength and gentleness can exist together, that truth spoken in love is more powerful than shouting. The world today places so much value on appearance, on youth, on being noticed. But Proverbs 31 tells us that charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting. This woman's worth does not fade with time, because her value was never rooted in her looks. If she lived today, she wouldn't panic over aging or compare herself to edited images. She would know that her beauty comes from character, from integrity, from a heart aligned with God. The Bible also says she laughs at the days to come, not because life is easy, but because her trust is placed in God. If the Proverbs 31 woman lived today, she would face uncertainty just like everyone else. She would worry about the future. She would wonder how things will work out. But she would still choose trust over fear. She would still believe that God is faithful. She would still walk forward, even when she doesn't have all the answers. This woman is not defined by relationship status. She is not defined by motherhood or career. She is not defined by what she lacks. She is defined by who she belongs to. If the Proverbs 31 woman lived today, she would not be perfect, but she would be faithful. She would not be loud, but she would be strong. She would not chase the world's version of success. She would pursue God's approval instead. And that is what makes her rare. That is what makes her valuable. That is what makes her strong. This is not a standard meant to crush women. It is an invitation to grow, to walk in wisdom, to live with purpose, and to fear the Lord above all else. Because a woman who fears the Lord is not shaped by culture. She is shaped by God.